All right, again, good start, man. I like the attendance. Guys that need to be here are here. Excellent tempo to the practice. Some guys are still hearing it for the first time, but the veteran guys I thought played really, really fast, and some new guys look good too. So hopefully we'll get another linebacker in here. We have somebody's delivering a baby. Hopefully the baby's in and healthy, and he'll get here soon. So. Whatever that, I thought it was an excellent start to the OTAs.
Bruce, in terms of who's here, who's not here, did you have any kind of negotiations with veteran players in terms of what you might do to get more?
No negotiations. I just told them they'll be here. You know, I would love to have you in the meetings, watching film, do some team building. We got some guys that'll come in and out, but as far as if you were a starter, you weren't going to be on the field anyway.
So you were fine then with those veterans practicing out on their own yesterday?
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's great. I'd rather see them do it here, protection-wise.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to interrupt. Just your thoughts on finally getting AB signed. I know we've had this physical.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, he had his procedure done, and he looks good. I saw him in the training room this morning, and all that's done, and he's ready to roll.
Bruce, you said you'd rather have the veterans working out here. Did you have any discussions with Tom and the guys?
Yeah, I've talked to them every day about doing it, just for their own protection.
They just don't choose not to?
Yeah, so far. Hopefully they'll change their mind.
Coach Hainsey's playing center now. Is you looking at him as maybe a three-position player, center guard?
Oh, there's no doubt. Yeah, he's a five-position player. He can play right and left. So you got to quit snapping, I think, to the quarterback's fingertips. Though too many balls were on the ground today. So, he's great position flexibility guy.
What have been your impressions of Gio Bernard so far?
He looked great today. I mean, he's really smart. He picked everything up, and obviously he's been working with the older guys too. But he looked really good.
The group that's out here, do you expect this to be the group you'll have for the rest of OTAs?
There'll be some guys coming in and out. Certain guys will be coming in for different reasons, but they'll be coming in and out.
Coach, is the big thing just finding out what these guys can retain in a short period of time?
Well, that was really rookie minicamp. Now it's about you should be able to retain it now and play. Show us what you got on tape. And these practices for DBs, wide receivers, other than offensive linemen and defensive linemen, this is very critical practice for you to make the team.
Have you seen a jump from some guys like Grant Stewart, maybe learning this defense even from rookie minicamp a couple weeks ago to today?
Yeah, he retained everything. He was flying around. His hip's a little bit better. He strained his hip when he was here before, but he looks very, very bright.
Hey, Coach, granted, it's man, a lot's got to happen between now and September, but what's the likelihood you keep 4 quarterbacks? You got Ryan out here today?
Yeah, that'll be a tough decision. How we go. We'll see how that goes. We've only had 2 in the past and 1 on the practice squad, so we'll just see how that plays out.
Do you have any sort of timetable as far as when we might, I mean, again, I know that with veterans we may not see them out here, but with Antonio, as far as, I know he passed his physical, but...
Yeah, that's strictly up to the doctors when they give him the green light. And the one thing you never have to worry about Antonio being in shape. If anything, he'll be out there too soon. I have to watch him. But in the veteran guys, I mean, we'll see them all in 2 weeks. So.
You added Gio, but for a guy like Keyshawn Vaughn, what part of his game do you want to see him elevate?
Yeah, we talked about today. Catching the ball off balance. Twisting, turning, working on his hips, getting a little more flexible so he can catch some balls behind him because he's got really good hands. And just little things like that. He's got great vision. I mean, we've always loved him as a runner, so it doesn't matter. Just continue to improve as a pass receiver.
And for a guy like Griff, who you don't know where he's going to wind up at the end of the day, but to get the extra reps, and also not just to have one quarterback out here, it has to be a help, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's great for him. To come back, get his brain working. Full space. It's one thing to go over there and throw routes, but it's another thing to have secondary guys blitzing and have to read stuff and get the ball out of every hand, which he did a great job today.
Bruce, you guys added a ton of depth at corner, kind of competing for that 5th spot. You got Wilcox, the draft pick, and you added in Hamilton and Brooks and some other guys that have played. How do you see that? Is that as open a job right now as you have?
Yeah, I think there's about 5 spots that are going to depend on special teams. It's going to be that 5th, 6th corner, that 5th, 6th safety, that 4th, 5th running back, 5th, 6th receiver, even tight ends. If you can play special teams, you're going to move yourself in front of other guys. So that part of practice isn't as important as special teams as for some of these guys.
Bruce, Tom's always kind of brought the guys together during the offseason and kind of worked out on their own. How important do you think that is in just kind of building just that bond between the players?
Well, it's huge. But last year was so different because of the pandemic. You know, this year they can be here. They can be here. Like I said, they wouldn't be practicing, but they could be working on this field. And I'd love to see them all out here together.
How's his knee recovery? You've got an update on that at all?
Yeah, he felt great yesterday. I talked to him this morning. He said it was the best he's felt.
Bruce, you mentioned that some veterans came out and played pass today. Were there any in particular that stood out to you?
Tanner Hudson always does. You know, he's always making catches down the middle, and Cody McElroy. Both those tight ends look really good. Griff is always playing really solid. So, but yeah, I think I was really happy to see Brad Seaton back. You know, he opted out last year, and he looks fantastic. So, he looked really good.